Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm attempting another puzzle from Quads on Parade. This is apparently an easier puzzle according to testing, so this may be the first puzzle you see in this series. I do not know. I'm recording these puzzles in approximately the order they were put into the pack, or they were created for the pack, and then I will be sorting them into approximate difficulty order for release. So, yeah, I do not know whether this will be the first video or the 5th video you see, or some other number. I don't know. So let's have a look at the puzzle. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits, we have quadruples. Digits in a quadruple circle must be placed at least once in the 4 cells touching that circle. So we know that 5 and 8 will appear in these 4 cells, and this 1, 4 means that there's at least 1, 1 and at least 1, 4 around the circle, but maybe both of those are 1. I don't know. It would be perfectly fine for there to be 2 1s around the circle. And then we've got Kropki pairs. Digits separated by a black dot must be in a 2 to 1 ratio, or one must be double the other, and digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive, have a difference of 1. They're all the rules. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, I could see there's possibly something going on with parity here, because any black dot must, right, this has an 8 on it, because any white dot must have an odd and an even number, and 2, 4, and 6 are down here. So this is from 7, 8, 9, and must have an 8 on it. Similarly down here, 2, 4, and 8 are on this dot. This must have an even digit on it, so it must have a 6, and this is from 5, 6, 7. Now the 6 down here means on this, right, the 8 here means on this quadruple, I can't put the 8 in those cells, so the 8 is down here, and the 6 here means that on this quadruple, the 6 is in one of those two. Now, this could be 6, 7, 8. That would work. Right, but the 6 in this quadruple is saying 6 is not in those. The 6 in this quadruple is saying 6 is not in those. So the 6 has to be in one of those 3, but we've just proved that 6 is in one of those. So that is the 6, which means this is 7 and this is 8. Now, there's another thing about quadruples. This may be early on, and I want to make sure this is clear. When you've got a quadruple like this, where you've got 2 quadruples that are on the same intersection between 2 columns that share a digit, it means that, particularly if they're in the same box, but it means that outside, or in different boxes, or the quads are particularly contained within a box. But when this happens, outside those quadruples, you cannot put another instance of that digit. So the 6 here means that the 6 is in one of those, and if I pick any one of those cells in the other quadruple, it means that the 6. So, for example, if this is a 6, the 6 can't go here and it has to go here, and that eliminates 6 from anything that's not around a quadruple. The exception to that is if there was a 5, 6 here and another quadruple here that contained a 6, I could meet both criteria with a single 6 that touches both quadruples. But when they're lined like this, you have to, it means that none of these cells here could have been a 6. I'm going to rely on that logic a lot later. And I can do it again here. 7 and 7 means that none of these cells can be 7, which means on this quadruple, the 7 is down here. And I could do the same for 8s, actually. 8 and 8 means that that's not the 8, that's the 8. Okay. I can do the same with 3s with those. So 3 is in those, so I can't put 3 down here. So 3 is in one of those, which means, of course, 3 is not there, and 3 is in one of those. That's cool. 3 being in one of those means 3 is not there, so 3 has to be here. Which is starting to put some restriction on this, but not enough, I think. Right, 2 has to be around here, so 2 is not there, so 2 is here, which means 2 is not here, so 2 is in one of those 2. Because I still need to, the 2 around this quadruple couldn't be here, so it had to be here, which eliminates 2 from those 2 cells around this quadruple and knocking it down there. Interesting. The 2 has to be in one of those two because these quadruple, those 2s are now lining up with those. So I could never have put 2 in any of those cells. And I can't put 2 there because 2 had to be around those. There's probably more going on with these dots that I haven't quite understood, such as 1 is in one of those. Right, okay, yep. And I'm probably got the same with 4 there. I do. So 1 has to be up here, so it's not here, so it's here. And 4 has to be around here, so it's not here, so it's here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of cool. That 4, I mean, oh, it's nicer than that. I've missed this completely. And I had the same with the 2s here and the 3s here. But so the 2 here is looking down. I can't put 2 into any of those 3 cells because if I put a 2 here, it would knock out both of those 2s and I couldn't put 2 around this quadruple at all. That's not the 2, that's the 2. The same is happening here with the 3. Both of those cells see all 3 of those cells around the quadruple. So I can't put a 3 here. This is the 3. And the same is true with the 4. I didn't see it until I got to the 4. And it's going to be the same with the 1. These 4s, both of those 4s. A 4 here sees all 3 of those cells. That 4 sees all 3 of those cells. That becomes the 4. And then the same with 1. All 3 of those cells are seen by both of those ones. So that becomes the 1. That's really cool. If that's a 2, that's a 3, and it can't be. This can't be a 2 now, because if this was a 2, this would have to be a 3, but then I couldn't put 3 around this quadruple, because I couldn't put, if this, it couldn't be a 1 next to the 2, because the 1 is now placed. And if it was a 3, then there'd be no 3 here, and I can't put 3 here because 3 is down here. So this is not the 2, this is the 2, 4 is in one of those 2. This is really nice. This is now 4/8, isn't it? Because on a black dot, you have to put a low digit and it's even double. And I can't use 1, 2. I can't use 2, 4. I can't use 3, 6. I could use 4, 8, and 5, 10 isn't possible in Sudoku. So this is 4, 8. This is restricted now. So this could be, well, the only digits you can put on a black dot are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 8. So 1, 2, because it's 1 doubling to 2, 2 doubling to 4, 4 doubling to 8, and then 3 doubling to 6. But 4 and 8 aren't possible here, and 2 and 6 are not possible here. So this is 1 or 3. If this is 1, this is 2. If this is 3, this is 6. Sorry, if this is 1, let me do that properly. This is 2. If this is 3, this is 6. But I can't put 6 there because 6 is around the quadruple. So this is 2 and 1. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 5, and 9. And I can't put 5 in those cells because 5 is around that quadruple. So this is 3, 9, and this becomes the 5. Very clean. The 1 here puts 1 in one of those 2. And again, the 5s in these quadruples are lining up to put 5 in one of those 2. I think I've covered why enough. Maybe not, but we will hope. Okay, so I need to put an even digit on this. 2, 6, and 8 is not available. So I do have to put a 4 on this consecutive dot. It has to go there. 4 is only next to 3 or 5. And it's not next to 3 because 3 has to go there. That's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 and 9 go into those. And the 3 looks across, making that the 9 and that the 3. This is very clean. 2 and 4 go into those, but I'm not sure on that one yet. I'm sure there'll be something as clean as there has been. Oh, right, 1. 1 is in one of those 2, and 1 is down here. I cannot put 1 in any of those. I cannot put 1 in any of those. And in this box, 1 is only in those, but it has to go in those. That becomes the 1. Now, the 3 up here, maybe? This has to be 7 or 9. Because 1, 3, and 5 are not available. So this is from 6, 7, 8, 9. And has to contain 7 or 9. I can't use a lower digit because if the odd digit on this is 7 or 9, I can't use a lower digit because it has to be consecutive with 7 or 9. If there's a 7 on here, that becomes a 7, but I'm not seeing a problem there. Oh, this 4 looks across saying that's not the 4, so that's the 4. So 4 is down here now. 4 on here would have to go with 5. Because the 3 is over here. That could work. 8 is down here. So the even digit on this, it can't be 6 or 8, so it's 2 or 4, and it has to be there. This has to be this can't be even, because 2, 4, 8, and 6 are all over here. This is 2 or 4. If this is 2, this is 1, because it can't be 3, and if this is 4, this is 5, because it can't be 3. Oh, and it can't be 1 because of this. It's exactly the same logic as down here. So this is the 5, so this is the 4. So 2 is in one of those two. This is very nice. The 5 looks up saying 5 is in one of those two. So by Sudoku, 5 is in one of those 3, but 5 is not valid for a black dot because it is neither low nor even. So that is not a 5. The 5 here looks across saying that's not the 5. That's the 5 saying that's not the 5. Oh, there's no 5 on this at all because of that 5. This is a 6, 7 pair. So these are 1, 2, and 9. There's no 2 there. There's no 1 or 9 there. That's the 2. This is a 1, 9. Okay. And the 1 again is looking and making that the 9 and that the 1. This is a triple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3, 8, and 9. Well, we know there's no 3 here because the 3 has to go around the quadruple and it can't go there. This can't be a 9 now, because if I put a 9 on this, this would be 9, 8, and there would be nothing I could put in that cell. So there must be a 7 on this dot, which looks down saying there's no 7 there. That's the 7. This is very nice. I'm enjoying this a lot. This is a trick. Well, actually, let's use this pair. There's no 2 there. That's a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 go into those. And the 7 looks up, making that the 5 and that the 7. These are 1 and 6. It's possibly resolved, but I don't see how. Okay. I've got my 1 and my 4. I've got my 3 and my 4. I've got my 2 and my 3. Okay. I do need to put a 3 around this. Is it these? This can't be 1, 2, because that can be neither 1, 2. It could be 2, 4, but that can't be the 2, so that can't be the 4. It can't be 4, 8, because for multiple reasons. It could be 3, 6. So it's either 2, 4 or 3, 6. Five is in one of those two. No, it's not. That 5 is looking up saying that's not the 5, that's the 5. That means 5 is now in one of those two cells. If I put 4 on this, it would need to go next to either 3, which it can't, or 5, which it can't. There's no 4 there, that's your 4. So what goes on this? I can't use 1, 2, I can't use 2, 3, I can't use 3, 4, I can't use 4, 5, I can't use 5, 6, I can't use 6, 7, I can't use 7, 8. This is an 8, 9 pair, making that the 3. That's really clean. 1 is in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is just a 6, taking 6 out of there. This becomes a 7, 8, looking down, making that the 9 and that the 8. This is a triple. 2, 3, and 9. There's no 9 there. 9 is in one of those two. The 2 takes 2 out of there. Oh, the 2 looks up. There's no 2 there. This is a 3, 9 pair, and this is the 2. So this is 1 or 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, this is 1 or 6. Now, 1 is in here, but I'm not sure how. So 1, this can't be 1, it can't be 2, it can't be 3, can't be 4, could be 5, could be 6, can't be 7, 8, or 9. This is only 5 or 6, and the 5 looks across, making that the 6. So this is the 1, this is the 6, and this is the 1. These are now 3 and 5, and the 5 says that's the 3 and that's the 5. 8 is now in one of those two because of the 8's pointing across. I can't put 8 in any of those cells, but 8 has to go around this quadruple. 7, I'm not so sure of yet. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. Now, this couldn't have an 8 on it, but I still think 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 6 up. No, it can't be 2, 4. Because this can neither be 2 or 4. So I can't make this 2, 4. If it's 1, 2, it's 1, 2. If it's 3, 6, it's 3, 6. But if this is 3, 6, this is 2, 4. If this is 1, 2, this is 3, 6. I'm not sure if that's doing anything. I was wondering if it interacted with that, but I think that could be 3, that could be 2, 4, and that could still be 6. 6 is in one of those two, so 6 is down here. Five is in one of those two, but again, I'm not sure that's doing much. I feel I'm using the clues correctly, I'm just missing obvious deductions. 4 is in one of those two. Right, that's important. I can't put 4 there. This 4 is knocking 4 out of those, and I can't put 4 here because this can't be 2, 4 or 4, 8 because of the 2, 4 and the fact that I can't use an 8. So 4 is in one of those two. So 4 is knocked out of all of those, and that 4 knocks 4 out of there. There must be a 4 on here. This is 4, and this is 2. That looks down saying that's not the 2, so this is not the 1. This is 3, 6. Now the 4, 2... Less powerful than I thought. What's missing in this column? 1, 3, 6, and 7. So these are 1, 3, 6, and 7. Now that's not a 6 or a 3. This is a 1 or a 7, and it can't be a 7 because of the quadruple. That's the 1. There's no 1 here. This is 3, 6, or 7. It can't be 6. So this is 3 or 7 only. Right, the 6 has to be up here because the 6 can't go there because of the 3, 6, and it can't go there because of those. So the 6 is up here, that 6 is saying not there, 6 is in here. 6, of course, is in one of those two because of the quadruple and the 6 pointing in, saying that's not the 6, and I find the 6. These are 3, 7, 8, and 9. So this is 7, 8, 9. And it's not 9. This is a 7, 8 pair. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. This is 7, 8. That's a 7, 8 pair. This is 3 or 9 only. 4 is now in one of those. No, 4 is placed in this box. Can't put 4 there. Can't put 4 there because of the 4, 8. The 4 looks across. 4 would be in one of those two, but that 4 says not there. So that's the 4. By pencil marks, this is now the 6. By pencil marks, this is now the 5. And this is a 7, 8. 7, 8 looking down puts 7 in one of those two. This 3, 9 pair means this is a triple. Where's 5 in this row? I can't put 5 there. I can't put 5 there. 5 has to be in one of those two, but this 5 is looking up saying that's the 5. So this is 7 or 8. I'm missing something because this still doesn't feel like it's collapsing. This doesn't feel as easy as I thought it might be from the testing results, but this is really good. I'm definitely not racing through it, but I'm also not trying to race through it. So this is a triple. Right, I need to put a 6 in this column because of the 2 6s looking down. So that 6, of course, says that's not the 6, this is the 6. But this is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 2 and 9. The 2 makes that the 9 and that the 2. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that's not a 7, that's not a 1 or a 3, that's the 7, and I take 7 out of there. 7 makes this a 7-8 pair. And the 1, of course, looks over, making that the 3 and that the 1. I already knew 3 was down here. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not 6, 9. 2, 4, 9. 6 is here. This is 2, 4, 9. 2, 4 is looking down, making that the 9. This becomes 2... No, remove the 9. Remove the 9. This becomes 2, 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... That becomes a 9, and that's going to do everything. That's a 3, that's a 9. The 3 looks across, making that 7, which makes that 8, which makes that 7, which makes that 8, which makes that 7, which makes that 8. The 8 looks down, making that 7 and that 8. The 9 looks up, making that 3, which makes that 9, which makes that 3. This is a 1 for the puzzle. The 7 looks down, making that 6 and that 7. The 6 looks down, making that 3 and that 6. All of a sudden I'm parched. The 9 looks across, making that 8 and that 9. The 8 looks across, making that 4 and that 8. And the 4 looks back, making that 2 and that 4. 1943. That was really cool. I like that one. Oops, sorry about tapping the microphone. That was really fun. I agree, that is a walk in the park. I think that is cough inducing. I think that was maybe a walk 3. Maybe a walk 2. I think the deductions on that, I wasn't rushing through it, and the deductions were very elegant, but quite, there were a couple of things to play with. I really liked that one. And it taught the quadruple logic really well. Walk 2, walk 3, maybe, I think 3. There's been a lot of walk 3s in this pack. It's the way it goes. The puzzles are the puzzles, and they're really, really good. I'm very much enjoying this pack, and I hope you are as well. And I can tell you right now, because I've recorded some of the scenic hikes and the treks, there's a lot more amazing stuff to come. I hope you're enjoying it all, and as always, good luck with your solving.